Can you tell when someone is lying to you or leading you astray? Some people are really good at pretending to tell the truth. So how can you decide which way is the right way to go? How can you discern between wisdom and foolishness? Join me today as we take a quick look at the Proverbs and learn how to identify and stay away from foolishness. Read with me Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13 through 18. Folly is an unruly woman. She is simple and knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling out to those who pass by, who go straight on their way, "Let all who are simple come to my house." To those who have no sense, she says, "Stolen water is sweet. Food eaten in secret is delicious." But little do they know that the dead are there, that her guests are deep in the realm of the dead. These verses are a parallel to verses 1 through 6 in the same chapter. In verses 1 through 6, we saw that wisdom was actively inviting people to come and be blessed by her ways. Wisdom is building a house on a sturdy pillars and foundation. She sets a table and she prepares a wonderful and healthy meal for those who would respond to her invitation. She sends out her servants, calling out and bringing in those who need wisdom the most. She invites those who are simple, naive, and foolish. She invites those who lack any common sense to come into her house and eat the good food of wisdom and wine that she has. Lady Wisdom promises that if we will leave our foolish and simple ways to walk in her ways of insight and understanding, then we will find life and not death and destruction. Verse 13 through 18 is the parallel to wisdom's invitation. Folly or foolishness is presented as the opposite to Lady Wisdom. Folly imitates the invitation of wisdom, but with a completely different outcome. Folly is seen as an unruly or a noisy and boisterous woman. Folly is obnoxious and nauseating to be around. She is a restless busybody. Proverbs 7:11 says, "She is unruly and defiant. Her feet never stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares. At every corner she lurks." She herself is simple, naive, and foolish. She's so simple that she does not even know that she is lacking knowledge and awareness. She's completely ignorant of truth, good sense, and the fear of the Lord. Proverbs 5:6 says, "She gives no thought to the way of her life. Her paths wander aimlessly, but she does not know it." Instead of securing her house with a good foundation and preparing good food and drink for her potential guests, she is lazily sitting around in the doorway of her house, yelling out deceptive solicitations to those who pass by. She loves to be heard and to be seen, but she's lazy and selfish. She's not industrious and giving like Lady Wisdom. She preys on those who are trying to walk a straight path, but she has no consideration for those who are trying to live rightly and keep their responsibilities. She copies the invitation that's offered by Lady Wisdom by offering it to those who are simple and who have no sense. But for Folly's invitation, it is not good food and wine. Folly has prepared nothing. Instead, Folly serves her guests what she has stolen from others. She offers her guests water instead of wine. Instead of laboring to present something of great value and nourishment, she offers stolen things that provide no lasting value. Even the food that she offers must be eaten in secret. Finally, in verse 18, it tells us that anyone who responds to her invitation and enters the house of folly finds themselves in the presence of death. In fact, they will be surrounded by the ghosts of those who have fallen for the trap of folly in the past. And all of them will find themselves deep in the belly of hell. Proverbs 7:26 says, "Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death." Wisdom and folly are both trying desperately to win over our souls. Whichever we choose will mean the difference between life or death. If we choose wisdom, that means that we must construct our lives on the fear of the Lord. It means that we must place our faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. If that is what we do, then we will avoid hidden and unexpected dangers and difficulties. We will live lives that produce good fruit, and we will be blessed with joy. But if we choose folly, then our lives will be riddled with the sin and horrible consequences that result from those sins. The end result will be death and destruction and separation from God in eternal hell. The choice is up to you. Which voice will you listen to, and which path will you take? Wisdom or folly?